Hello everyone and welcome to my weapons tier list for the medium class in the finals. I'll be going through each weapon, explaining its pros and cons, and putting in the tier that I believe it deserves. These are my opinions, feel free to disagree in the comments below, I'm happy to have a conversation. Anyways, let's get right into it, starting off with the AK. It is a very solid weapon, it has a big magazine, 30 rounds, does a fair amount of damage, it's pretty accurate. Its recoil pattern isn't too bad, though it's not great. I think it's considered by many to be the S tier weapon for the medium class. It's generally considered meta. I think it's pretty good, and I definitely like it a lot. Its iron sights aren't too bad. However, its recoil pattern sucks, and I think for the average gamer, which I think I'm generally making the tier list for the average gamer, not for the hardcore people, I'd say that it's probably actually A tier, and I think it's harder to use than most people would expect just because of the recoil pattern. It goes back and forth, and it can be hard to use. So if you get it down and go into like the practice range and use get the recoil pattern down, it can definitely be S tier for sure. But it really depends whether you're willing to put in the work and get that recoil pattern down. If you didn't know, the finals, the guns have recoil patterns just like CSGO. It's not random bloom. So you can definitely get really good at guns recoil. So that's just something to keep in mind. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. Let's get into the next gun. We got the Scar, very solid gun. Love that it has a scope. It's a very clean scope also. I actually like it more than the AK, honestly. And it does have a smaller magazine, and it makes it harder to kill multiple enemy players. But honestly, I find that generally my play style is to kill one player, reload, heal up, throw out some things. I don't generally try to fight multiple people at the same time. And I think that it is actually better than the AK, honestly. It has so much of a better recoil pattern. It just goes up and then to the left and to the right, I guess. And then you just pull down with your mouse and pull down to the left. Really, really easy to control, can be super accurate. I like it more than the AK. It's definitely sort of, it's an opinion. It depends on how you play and whether you're really good at controlling recoil or not. But I generally like it more. The AK can be considered to be better if you practice with it just because it has a bigger mag. So definitely up to you. So we can leave it like this for now, but you could definitely switch it just depending on who you are. Anyways, next we got the pistol. This thing is an absolute monster in damage if you can hit your shots and if you can get headshots. It also only has 6 rounds and it shoots slow. So it's decent if you're a specialist with it. You can peek up, shoot, and then peek behind cover. But honestly, it's definitely worse than both of the rifles. I'd put in B tier for now. It's definitely not the worst gun out of all the guns that the medium has, but it's okay. It's just not very good. Just because it only has 6 shots, it takes a long ass time to reload, and its damage is really solid. I'm pretty sure you can one-shot light classes if you get a headshot, but it only has 6 shots, so it's not that good of a gun. It's probably good for stomping and casual, but for ranked, definitely not that good. Okay, next we have the grenade launcher. Now this is interesting because you can actually do damage to buildings, I'm pretty sure, with this gun. However, it doesn't do a lot of damage. The projectiles are very slow moving, and it can be really hard to hit enemy players, especially if they're of the light class. The area of effect damage is pretty big, and the actual damage isn't too bad, but you only get 4 shots and it shoots really slowly. So I actually like the revolver more than this. I would put this in C tier. It feels pretty rough to use, and you only get 4 shots and they don't do that much damage. So I don't think it may have some niche uses with destructibility and stuff, but I just think there are better things to destruct the environment with. And it feels you're really handicapping yourself if you're using this gun over the Scar or the AK, honestly. So that's where I would put that. I just don't think it's a very good gun. Next, we got the shotgun. This is interesting. It feels okay to use. It has really good damage. Its range actually for a shotgun seems to be pretty good. That's something I didn't mention with the grenade launcher, is its range sucks too. It's not too bad, but you really got to aim pretty high because the projectiles, oh my gosh, I can't speak, travel. And so yeah. Anyways, shotgun, pretty accurate, decent long range. I'd say I actually maybe like it more than the revolver. It's definitely more forgiving depending on your aim. I would definitely take these 2 guns above them. Maybe you could put it into A tier if you did something like that. You could switch those around depending on your preference, but it's decent. It doesn't have a big mag size either. Not that you need it, but its reload time's pretty long. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not great. It's still not as good as either of the assault rifles. I really hope that these get sort of a buff. Honestly, I think this could use a 6 round magazine. This could do probably more damage maybe, or maybe make the reload faster, honestly. And this, I don't know. It's fine. I would just, those are better. Anyways, so finally with our last weapon, I decided to add the abilities into the tier list just because The medium class doesn't have that many weapons, so it'd be a pretty short video otherwise. So anyways, starting off with, or not starting off, but ending the weapons with the Riot Shield, I put this in D tier. It's fine. It has niche uses for capturing points. You know, you could throw down a turret or whatever, but I think it's pretty trash, honestly. Anything melee in this game, it's fine to like mess around with. And with the light class, you can actually be fine with like the sword and the dash ability. But the Riot Shield for the medium class is just so mid. I mean, you can't catch up to people. You don't do damage. You can block a lot of damage, but you know, if they use any utility, they'll kill you. It's trash. Don't use it, honestly. Let me know in the comments below if you've had success with it. I've seen some comps running it. I personally hate it. I don't think it's good. Okay, now that we're basically done with weapons, let's get into the abilities. The healing beam, S tier, amazing. People running like 2 mediums and a heavy, y'all suck. It's so annoying to play against you. They're always full health. It's so hard to kill them. They're so tanky. Definitely put that up here. That's something to talk about, by the way. I don't want this game to turn into Overwatch where it's like 4 tanks and 2 healers is the meta. That's so annoying. Like, tank healer meta, most annoying shit in FPS games, and I really think it makes the game unfun. So they need to probably nerf the healing beam or just do something. It sucks to play against, and you know, as more people figure out this strategy, it will be so annoying and it'll become the meta, and it's already the meta in high tier ranked. So I hate it, and I hope they change it, nerf it, do something. But I hate the whole healing and tank meta. It honestly sucks. Honestly, I don't even know if the healing beam should be in the game. Like, it should just maybe not even be in the game. Anyways, the turret, this can be good for putting it down on points, especially if you have like 2 or 3 of them. However, I'm pretty sure that they have a gadget. Maybe the heavy has a gadget, or the medium has a gadget that sort of acts the same. I don't know if they do like a different amount of damage. I'm sure this probably does more if the other is just a gadget. But I have seen it used, and it seems decent. I'd probably put it into like, you know, B tier. The healing beam's just way better. And then, yeah, I mean, it's fine. You know, you can put it on walls. You could put it on like an object that you then carry around. So that's something to keep in mind. But other than that, it's like, it's fine. And then finally, recon senses. I hate it. It seems pretty useless, especially when you can get like a sonar grenade. I think it's just worse, honestly. So, you know, let me know in the comments below if you think this is better than where I'm putting it. But I think it's basically D tier compared to the other two. Maybe you can put in C, but it's just like, why use this when you have grenades that do the same thing and do it better? So I think it's off, like trash, and you really should never use that compared to those two. This can be niche for like holding down points. You could switch to it. I guess you can't switch in the middle of the match, but yeah, absolute trash. Anyways, this is the tier list. I think this is where I would put everything. Again, you could like switch around those if you wanted, stuff like that. I hope y'all found this helpful. It can definitely be hard with so many weapon choices, and it takes a long ass time to grind VR. Let me tell you, man, oh my goodness, the grind is real in this game. It's crazy. Get like 100 per game, but games can last like 30 minutes. So, and everything costs like either 800 or 1,000. So unless you're grinding your life out, you won't get that many guns per day. Maybe not even a single gun per day. Anyways, good luck. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if you did. I'll be making more tier lists. I'll make one over the heavy, and then I'll probably go through and make one on the gadgets for all the classes as well. And at that point, hopefully Tarkov Arena will be out, and I'll probably make some videos over that as well. Though I won't leave the finals, I'll make videos over both of them is what I'm thinking, just because they're both arena shooters, so the audience should overlap a bit. If it does, let me know. Let me know if you're thinking about playing Tarkov Arena as well. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, y'all. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. I also do like news updates, and I'm working on my gameplay videos. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.